Is this a Windows tablet? Yes, it is. But it is also a handheld gaming console. Is this just an integrated graphics handheld only for low-setting games? No, this is an AMD Max 395 handheld with 4060 dedicated GPU-level graphics. Is this a handheld console that you can only play games on while holding it? No, it can also transform into a mini gaming console. And is it only useful for playing video games? No. Detach the handles, plug in a keyboard and mouse, and it becomes an 8.8-inch mini laptop. You can play horizontally, vertically, with touch, with buttons, however you like. The weird ways to play just keep growing. This may not be the very first form factor for a digital product, but its fully maxed out specifications certainly make it a new species in the realm of portable devices. This is the latest ONEXPLAYER X2 Mini from One Netbook, yet another 395 handheld on the market. Its rich forms and diverse ways to play make it irresistible to a tech enthusiast like me who loves to tinker and explore. I bought this myself, so you can trust it. Last month, One Netbook unveiled this latest multi-form 8.8-inch handheld and small tablet and offered a 2,000 yuan upgrade to existing FlyDigi Apex users. I paid for the upgrade myself right away and got my hands on this brand new machine. Core specs are unchanged, the 395 main controller powerhouse, 48T plus 1TB setup. However, after the upgrade, the screen is bigger, it's now an OLED panel with better colors and response times, the controllers are detachable, heat dissipation is improved, and the previously criticized power lock issue with the battery has been resolved. It may seem like old wine in new bottles, but the small changes in every area have actually led to many improvements in the overall user experience. First, let's look at the design. Its overall style is almost identical to the FlyDigi Apex, just bigger all around. With the same thickness, the device actually looks thinner and more proportional. The back still has that cool design I like. But the crystal buttons? Well, to each their own. I think solid black would be cooler. A large screen is the ultimate choice, of course, but the weight and size have also increased, making it more challenging to carry around. It still has the detachable battery, with its own built-in kickstand to stand it up on a table. This large form factor now feels much more sensible and practical. Now you can actually see the details on screen when you detach the controllers to play. Ports remain same as FlyDigi APEX. It has a USB-A port for easy connections. Unfortunately, the speakers remain positioned at the bottom of the device, which means there's no noticeable enhancement in the external audio output. But the great thing about this machine is that you can connect all sorts of devices to turn it into a mini laptop, and you can also hook up a set of speakers. Now, the biggest upgrade for the X2 Mini is obviously the screen. With the performance of the 395, a larger screen better showcases the stunning lighting effects and details of high-spec games. This 144Hz, 1920 by 1200, 8.8-inch gaming OLED screen is the same one found in the Lenovo Legion Go 2. An OLED screen offers higher brightness and contrast, faster response times, more vibrant colors, and supports HDR, making it undoubtedly the better choice for gaming. I compared FlyDigi Apex and ROG Ally X screens before, concluding the ROG had better colors. So let's do another comparison. You can see that the X2 Mini's display already significantly surpasses the ROG handheld screen in terms of color and detail, and its viewing angles are also much better. For older, mid-range gamers, bigger screens are king. With the native Windows UI, a small screen is genuinely hard to see. After this upgrade, its 8.8-inch screen size now makes it even more suitable as a mini Windows computer. Regarding gaming performance, this machine's specifications are actually identical to the FlyDigi Apex I previously showcased, so feel free to consult that video. The AMD X395 chip is incredibly strong, excelling not only at peak high-power performance, but also in its low-power efficiency. At 35W, it doubles mainstream Windows handhelds with the 370 chip. However, let's be honest, if you primarily intend to play in handheld mode, the external battery solution, combined with its total weight and bulk, truly means only a martial arts practitioner could comfortably manage it. However, a larger screen is also a double-edged sword, as the increased size and weight undoubtedly make it heavier to hold, causing your hands to tire more quickly during extended gaming sessions. But seriously, standard 7 or 8 inch 395 handhelds are already quite heavy, making prolonged use uncomfortable. So, to gain a larger screen, I personally believe a bit of extra weight is a worthwhile trade-off. Moreover, a large screen undeniably offers an expanded variety of ways to play, like the convenient desktop mode. It also supports the first generation XE Mini's drumstick controllers. Swapping to these is more comfortable because they're smaller. The original controllers are so long, it's actually hard to reach the top and bottom buttons at the same time. This combo's large screen and small controllers create a unique, contrasting charm. Later, an official connecting bracket for this native controller will be released. And it'll even have a trackpad. This will be the first time one netbook has included this incredibly useful touch hardware for a Windows handheld on one of their devices. Later on, they'll also release a magnetic keyboard for it, allowing it to transform further into a 2-in-1 tablet. But the magnetic thin keyboard's feel is somewhat lacking. So pairing it with a mini mechanical keyboard would make it much better to use as a Windows tablet. Removing the controllers also makes it look more like a work device, allowing it to function as a light office tool, covering even more scenarios. For typing, the screen is big enough. For actual work, like modeling and rendering, the 4060 level dedicated graphics card performance is more than enough. This Windows tablet's form factor is quite aesthetically pleasing, and it's also extremely suitable for enjoying various touch-controlled card games. Moreover, in its tablet form, the kickstand on the back can also be used as a grip. Holding it with one hand while touching with the other is surprisingly more comfortable than you'd imagine. Another advantage of the detachable controllers is that the device's heat won't transfer to them at all, keeping them remarkably cool when held. And for consumable parts like joysticks and buttons, if a controller breaks, it's much more convenient to replace it separately. You could say that even though the X2 Mini is old wine in new bottles, the changes in size and form factor add up to offer a much richer variety of ways to play. The powerful performance of the 7840U core provides a solid foundation for all its different forms, making it a very unique new species of product. This kind of 2-in-1 handheld gaming console isn't uncommon, but the combination of all its specs makes it an interesting device that performs reasonably well in all its different forms. Despite its drawbacks, the feel, its weight, the troublesome external battery setup, and its steep price, it's not quite the definitive solution or the fully realized portable gaming device. However, if you choose not to view it as a conventional Windows handheld, but rather as an adaptable and engaging digital gadget to experiment and play with, its potential for enjoyment is quite remarkable. Alright, that's all for this episode. If you're interested, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you next time. So bye-bye now.